like living.
Yeah, she mentioned that to me too.
But yeah, Keaton was probably at work. Jacob was doing back to school stuff. Brian question.
Mikey's in the washroom.
Mikey's at the washroom.
Brian's on the call, but he's just
Brian's right here. Okay.
Brian
Yay.
exists.
Brian exists.
I'm here. I'm just walking. I keep myself muted because I don't want y'all to have to hear the traffic.
You're good. I think Lake is.
Don't get murdered.
Lake is probably at Applebee's right now. Like,
Yes.
Okay, well,
Like a true Survivor King.
with that, I'm just gonna start. I don't think anyone's gonna join the. Everyone else is gonna join the next minute. So, hello, welcome to your third merge tribal of Distortion Survivor World's End. We are here with Karen, Wesley, Sean, Brian, Cam, and Mikey. The first question was gonna go to Mikey, but since Mikey's not here, we'll move on to.
Oh.
Hello, Mikey.
there's Mikey.
Oh, he's muted. So.
Hope you find your mute button.
Oh no.
He lost me.
Anyways,
Oh,
am I tempted again?
Oh,
there
Oh.
we go.
Hello, Mikey.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm gonna ask you the first question. We're at tribal, by the way.
Oh, period.
So obviously you won this challenge, House of Cards. You are immune for this round. And by technicality, this is your second individual immunity win. So how are you feeling about being safe this round? And just in general, what are your thoughts?
I mean, obviously, it always feels good to be safe. Survivor is such a crazy game. You never know what's going to happen. So being safe is always a fucking pleasure. But I don't know. I feel like we're getting into the thick of the merge. People are starting to have their own things that they're doing, and everybody's working for their own goals. So it's hard to say if like I don't know. Everybody's in their own place right now in the game, and I feel like I'm starting to figure that out. But hopefully this safety will do me well, and I can kind of have a round to figure things out a little bit more.
Okay, we're gonna move on to Karen. So Karen, you were someone who attempted the challenge but was not able to finish it. So my question for you is, we are still, in double digits, but do you think that like winning immunities is super important at this stage, or do you still think there's a lot of wiggle room in the game?
I never think it's a bad idea to win immunity. Like, I don't see how it can hurt having immunity unless you really just can't stop winning and then you're seen as a comp threat. But that's a different scenario. And being in double digits, yeah, I would rather have immunity at this point. I can't remember the rest of your question. I'm not going to lie, and I'm trying not to ramble.
I'm muted. That's totally fine. No worries. Like, you got the gist of it. Okay. I'm on to Wesley. Now, Wesley, at last tribal, I talked about like, stray votes and the impact it can have on this game. And obviously you got to vote last round. So kind of the same question. Do you think that, this is going to be a constant trend in the game where it's just going to be like stray vote after stray vote after stray vote for the rest of the game? Or do you think that was just a, beginning of the merge type thing?
I think it was an early merge thing that someone got like a stray vote. That just happened to be me. I think it was just there's so many people. It's like, I'm guessing it was just hard to communicate well with the plan to every single person and all that. So, but like, I'm guessing it's also like partially the vote was, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But basically, I'm to me, at least one person was okay with me going home. You know what? Okay, I'm going home. So, but hopefully I can But hopefully, I can recover from that, build relationships, and move forward in the game and do the best I can.
Okay, move on to Cam. Now, Cam, you won not this challenge, but the last challenge, and obviously you are, fully up to be voted for this round. Do you think that past challenges have an effect on way people perceive you, or do you think that comps just mean nothing?
I absolutely do worry that it could be me because of me winning the last immunity. Like, you never know what people are planning behind your backs. Like, everything could be a reason to vote somebody out. Literally, somebody could get voted out for saying something like "I love you" or something weird like that. Like, people are looking for any excuse to vote for anybody. I feel that's just me, so I could be a little bit worried. Yes.
Okay, Brian, on a scale of calm to chaos, how was camp today?
I know you're looking for me to say chaos, and I would love that for you guys, for Prod, to see chaos, but I don't think it pulse of the game. I think it was fairly calm today. I think most people know what's happening tonight, and it's going to be a rather simple vote, and we can move on with our lives inside the game. So calm is my answer. Sorry, it's not chaotic for you, Seb.
No worries. I gotta kind of bounce off that with Ian. So Ian, Brian just mentioned that it was a very calm round and that people know what's happening. Do you agree with that sentiment?
I think that's pretty accurate. I don't know if it was it being a weekend and people not being around, or if it's people think it's pretty unanimous where it's going. I don't know at this point. With this little people left in the game, it feels like this can go anywhere at any time. So I'm just gonna trust the people that I trust and do what I said I was out to do.
And last but not least, Sean, the question that Grace asks every tribal: if you had to compare this round to a natural disaster, what would it be and why?
I don't even know if there was a disaster this round. And if there is, I think we'll find out after. So we might have to hold off on that question because I don't really know a natural disaster that kind of piggybacking off of Brian can describe calm. Maybe the calm before the storm.
That's what I have a suggestion. There wasn't a natural disaster yet, but maybe we're in like tornado watch. We're not like in a warning at this point, but like something's probably brewing.
It's the calm before the storm.
That's perfect.
Okay, interesting. Last question. Two questions, I guess. Raise your hand if you think that you are getting at least one vote tonight at Tribal Council. Okay, Wesley's kind of iffy. Cam has his hand up. Ian's kind of iffy. Everyone else, Sean's kind of iffy. Everyone else kind of confident. Mikey, of course. and then raise your hand if you think you are getting voted out tonight. Okay, we're getting some iffies. Everyone else seems pretty confident. Well, if anyone else has anything else they would like to say, now would be the time to say it. Okay, well, in that case, just go to your prod chat if you have it and bump your prod chat. And again, we're streaming, so shout outs galore.
Y'all already know who I'm going to shout out. My prod guests, Jeremy and Mac. Love you.
Shout out Mikey's podcast.
I'm also going to shout out Mikey's podcast.
Jeremy. Shout out Mikey's podcast.
Shout out Mikey's podcast.
Shout out your podcast.
God, I can't wait till the one day either of them are actually watching the stream.
It'll be the day everyone gives them a shout out, though. Like that's what's gonna happen.
No, it'll be the day I get voted out and nobody gives them a shout out.
No.
And
I also, obviously, y'all know me. I have to jump in with my list of shout outs now. So, first shout out besides Mikey's podcast goes out to the king hottie himself, Marcelo, as it always does, followed by Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter. Anyone that Marcelo feels needs a shout out, you get a shout out today. Shout out to Vicky, my queen, my love. You have my whole heart. Shout out to my cats. Shout out to the beautiful weather that was outside today and apparently on camp. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. So whoever I'm forgetting, shout out to you. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I never do serious shout outs, but shout out to Maddie. That's a queen.
I don't think I've done a real shout out yet, so I will shout out my prod guest for now. Shout out KDP.
Yeah, I guess shout out Zach and Josh. You guys are all right.
Also,
Prod.
shout out Prod for an amazing game. We love you.
True,
So true, bestie.
true.
That's so nice.
For giving me confessional questions at 7 a.m. yesterday morning.
No problem. Shout out Billy Vance. Okay, but
Oh,
Okay.
love Billy.
shout out. Anyways, with that, if anyone has a hidden mini idol or an advantage and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, votes are locked. I'll read the votes. First vote, Ian. Second vote, Wesley. Third vote, Ian. Fourth vote, Ian. Fifth vote, Ian. Sixth vote, Ian. Seventh vote, and the next person voted out of Distortion Survivor World's End, and the third member of our jury, Ian. Ian, if you have any final words, now would be the time to say them.
Yeah, the last couple of tribal councils I was asked, when's the move gonna happen, and it fucking happened. Good game, everyone. Good luck the rest of the way. Obviously I'm not bitter. I'm just here for a good time. So I'll be watching. I'll be wishing you all the best of luck.
Ian, it's been amazing hosting you. Like you said, amazing to get your confessionals. But unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. You can leave the Zoom. And with that, you are just one step closer from reaching those final spots in the game. Tomorrow, it'll be a live challenge. So we will be letting you guys know. We will be sending out a poll and letting everyone know. Again, I'm free most of the day tomorrow. So we can see if we could try and do it a little earlier if you guys want. But with that, I'll be stopping the stream.